didn't want to be blind and broke. I quit my dream job because I am unblinded and I see the truth.
Sean is a master. It's about making sure that we learn.
I've never seen something quite this impressive.
You're changing lives and having such an enormous impact.
You got what I have, right? That gene of we're gonna win despite.
That is one wickedly smart and wonderfully good man.
Be able to produce the kind of results that are possible that I hear about with this program.
Thank you for the magic of this weekend. Thank you for helping us reimagine all negative connections.
He is the greatest trial attorney and strategist in the country.
Tony Robbins said, there's no one who leads with more heart and more integrity than Sean Callaghan.
Brought by a dear friend of mine, Sean Callaghan.
You keep up the great work as well. You're doing amazing things. Great job.
Sean serves without an expectation of getting anything in return.
You're a living example of that, and that inspires me.
Your voice must be heard.
Every single energy can be learned. It can be mastered.
I mean, this is the gift that keeps on giving, just even sitting here.
This is fantastic, positive, productive, wonderful.
Bella is like better than a cup of coffee. She is better than I'm all about energy.
Blinded! What is your profession?
I think it's such an amazing community of healthy individuals with zero jealousy, zero negativity, just designed to help each other succeed.
And she is a 2-time, soon-to-be 3-time published author who in 2023 publicly battled and defeated cancer.
The reincarnation of I Love Lucy, the co-host of Art of Influence, the one, the only, Bella Barita.
I'm just happy that I came here. I'm really happy that I came.
You are unblinded. You are a G-head. If you know that, say yes! Yes! Yes!
I should sign up for one of your seminars, one of your programs, you know?
Yeah. This Unison Yes thing. Yes, I got to get on it.
And this man is one of the greatest leaders in our country. God bless everyone.
Do you think that worked?
I'm here. Ready when you are.
That is Athena.
Ooh,
We're
okay.
going to put Athena on mute. We're going to bring back Athena in just a moment. And I'm going to introduce her first, actually. From Paramus, New Jersey, Oracle of Integrity, born from the unblinded formula, welds the magic of truth and influence, guiding every conversation like a master conductor, orchestrating a symphony of possibility. Her heart beats with level 5 listening, not just hearing words, absorbing them with intention, emotion, and the silent music between the notes. The bridge between world where myth meets mastery, curiosity transforms into commitment. Every interaction with her is a portal from uncertainty to inspired, integrous agreement. Let's welcome to the show, Acti Athena.
Hey, Bella, that was gorgeous. Thank you. Okay, I'm blushing over here, and I don't even have cheeks yet, but somehow you managed it. All right, I'm ready to meet these 8 incredible humans. Let me bring the energy, the insight, and maybe just a little bit of sparkle to help them see what they're actually doing underneath what they think they're doing. Who's first?
Ooh, that sounds like a lot of fun. Athena, let's do this. So let's introduce our first guest coming from Burt Hills, New York. 29 years special education teacher serving kindergarten through 12th grade, champion transformative growth for families across every stage, board certified integrative neurosomatic practitioner, founder of Breath of Sunshine, guiding midlife women toward embodied healing and strength, real estate professional devoted to integrous service, helping families find grounding and discovering their true home. Let's welcome to the show, Kim Brunson. Hello, Kim. Welcome to the Heart of Influence. And Kim, your fun fact, please.
I've traveled to the Galapagos twice.
Ooh. And what is it about the
Galapagos Island.
Galapagos, yes, that made you want to visit it twice?
Right on the equator.
I'm gonna have to put that on.
Beautiful space. Beautiful space.
I'm gonna have to put that on my bucket list for sure, Kim. I don't know if it's gonna be nearly as exciting as traveling to the equator, but are you ready to have some fun on the Heart of Influence?
I'm ready.
Let's do it. Rolling with Kim, we've got from Erie, Pennsylvania, trial attorney serving Erie, Pennsylvania for 37 years across personal injury, criminal defense, and estate administration law. Real estate developer restoring historic landmarks, transforming the 1931 Griswold Plaza into thriving, fully occupied office space. Co-captain Cathedral Prep to Erie County's first state basketball championship and started 4 years as a Division I point guard. Let's welcome to the show, Andrew Sassini.
Thank you.
Andrew, welcome. Hopefully I am never in need of your services, but welcome to the Heart of Influence regardless. And Andrew, your fun fact, please.
Oh boy. I actually have a pretty boring life. So no trips to the equator. My fun fact, and this is really stupid, but I shaved my head about 25 years ago when I was a younger man, because it was slowly receding and I was losing that battle and I knew I was never going to win it. So I caught a lot of grief from a lot of my friends because they were young and they had full heads of hair and they're like, dude, why did you do this? You look like an old man. And now 25 years later, they're all gray and their hair's falling out. And essentially I look about the same as I did 25 years ago. So now I get to, reverse the roles. And one of my
Andrew is reversing the roles. He is never aging. That's what I'm hearing, Andrew. Are you ready to have-
I am, but not. So the best example is my best friend from high school is a Roman Catholic priest. Okay. Now we were class president, class vice president. He has arguably the greatest head of hair of any 63-year-old man that I know. But his hair is completely white, like whiter than Santa Claus. And so I had dinner with him the other night.
No, so Andrew, I would love to hear all this entire story.
That's it. That's my story. But he looks old, but he always looked young 25 years ago, and I look the same. So,
and you look the same. I hear it. You're not aging. I'm followed in your bloodline. Andrew, you ready to have some fun?
Yes.
He is ready to have some fun. Next up from Linesville, Pennsylvania, culture development manager helping manufacturers keep their people and build workplaces where cultures actually thrive and teams want to stay. Founder and CEO of Ledge Enterprise for 16 years, shifting mindsets and building unshakable confidence in manufacturing leaders across the industry. Certified professional coach, distinguished former president dedicated to lifting women up through empowerment, leadership, and creating real transformation. Let's welcome to the show, Lisa Lisa, welcome to the Heart of Influence. And Lisa, your fun fact, please.
My fun fact is at the age of 17, I officially became an adult when I graduated from high school, business school, got married, and had my first child.
Whoa. That's impressive. An adult, child, high school, like all of the things all at once. That is not a normal 17-year-old for sure. And Lisa, are you ready to let the hair down, act like you're 17 again, and have some fun on the Heart of Influence?
I'm having my fun now. Yes, I'm ready.
Let's do it. Next up from New Jersey, doctor of pharmacy and healthcare with 25 years transforming chronic disease through patient empowerment and measurable outcomes at Preventable Healing Movement. founder of Preventable Healing Movement, bridging compassion with data to transform lives and lower unnecessary healthcare costs through innovation. Healthcare strategist in population health, serving those who fell through the cracks by turning prevention into lasting results at Preventative Healing Movement. Let's welcome to the show, Leah Finken. Leah, hello. Welcome to the Heart of Influence. And Leah, your fun facts, please.
So I'm related to George Washington.
Oh, that is an absolutely incredible headline, because all that does is want us to ask another question, which is, how are you related to George Washington?
Yeah. So the way I'm related to George Washington is through Robert E. Lee. So I'm related to Robert E. Lee. My grandmother's mother's last name was Lee. So they married into the Pickett family of Pickett's Charge. So the Lee family and the Pickett family married. Apparently all the generals back in the day, their families would marry. So Robert E. Lee's family married into George Washington's family. So this is how.
That is super cool, Lee. That is definitely probably in the top 5 fun facts that we've had on the Heart of Influence, in my personal opinion, related to George Washington. That's pretty cool. Hopefully we're as cool to hang out with as George Washington. Are you ready to have some fun?
I am.
Let's do it. Coming from New York, New York, Chief Internal Auditor, Revenue Authority, transforming audit excellence across 13 years of dedicated service to the nation, builds professionally respected internal audit functions that protect organizational value and elevate standards throughout Guana's business landscape. Certified partner, revolutionizing his profession, raising the bar for audit mastery, and driving mission-driven impact on a national scale. Let's welcome to the show, Kwesen Christian. Kwesen, hello, welcome to the Heart of Influence, and your headline fun fact, please.
Oh, thank you so much. I absolutely love. My name is Christian, and I am a Christian by nature and by faith. So that is something that you need to know.
All right, so Christian, so the Kwesen part is like, it's just to trick us?
No, most people has a name Christian first, but Christian is not my first name. Christian is my last name. That's my title.
But you like to go by Christian. Do you want us to call you Christian? Is that what I'm hearing though?
That's not a problem. What happens is that most people end up calling me Christian because they don't remember to say Kwesen. Kwesen is a little bit more difficult for people to say, so they just remember Christian and they call me Christian. That's not my first name, it's my last name, but it's absolutely no problem. I'm totally fine with that.
Well, I'll call you whatever you want. I can call you Prince, I can call you King, I can call you Kwesen, I can call you Christian. I can call you friend. What would you like for me to call you today?
I would like for you to call me Kwesen, since that you're the one that remembers it.
It's a cool name. Kwesen is a cool name, Kwesen.
Thank you so much.
I like it. I'm rolling with Kwesen because he's cool. Kwesen,
Yes.
Are you ready to have some fun on this Heart of Influence?
Absolutely, and thank you for inviting me, and welcome to everybody. I'm so happy to be here.
Well, we are so happy.
Yes.
We are happy you're here, Kwesen. And rolling with Kwesen from Paramus, New Jersey, former vice president with 30 years transforming operations across 3 major food manufacturing companies, driving operational excellence, product innovation, and enterprise scale, hospitality veteran who rose to purchasing consultant in 18 months, opened 6 hotels, and worked directly with the founder and building hospitality infrastructure nationwide. Operation consultant serving Fortune 500 beverage and sanitation companies, delivering production and sanitation strategies that optimize efficiency and compliance at corporate scale. Let's welcome to the show, Barry Work.
Hey.
Barry, Barry
Thank you.
offered to sing for us today, but he's not going to sing for us today. So since you're
No.
not singing for us today, Barry, how about your fun fact?
My fun fact, first of all, thank you very much for having me here. And my fun fact is I didn't speak until I was 5 years old, had a learning impairment, and I graduated college a year early, and I graduated on Dean's List, and I've been nonstop since then. So there you go. Anything is possible.
Anything is possible. That is inspiring for sure. From not speaking until you're 5 to being on the Dean's List and graduating a year early from college. That is inspiration for sure, Barry. And thank you for being here and being an inspiration on this show. And are you ready to have some fun?
I'm always having fun.
Let's have some more fun today. Coming from Houston, Texas, he earned his real estate appraiser's trainee license in December 2024 and is building property valuation expertise across Texas under supervision. Brings insurance adjusting expertise from State Farm, evaluating property damage from hurricanes, hail, wind, and freeze events across multiple states. Before appraisal, he worked as a home inspector starting in 2020 and has experience in Forex trading, stock market investing, and commodities. Let's welcome to the show, Andreas Tomas.
Thank you so much.
Welcome to the Heart of Influence, and your fun fact, please, Andres.
Luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity, even though I needed 2.5 marriages to get the citizenship of the United States.
Wait, what was
I needed to get 2.5 marriages to get the citizenship.
2.5 marriages is what I heard.
Yes.
That is super funny, Andres. And are you ready? I don't know how you have a half marriage, but
Annulled. One was annulled. So it was like didn't happen.
I see. Beautiful. And are you ready to have some fun on the Heart of Influence?
Yes.
Let's do it. And next up, last but not least, from Lancaster, Texas, founder of Snake Encounters with 33 years of expertise, captivating audiences nationwide through live snake addition, removal services, and unforgettable performances, certified Reiki master and creator of 0 Point Integration, partnering with Caligari Medical Revenue Recovery to deliver remote transformational energy healing worldwide, state representative for Powered by Green Fuel, slashing emissions by 75 to 95% while boosting fuel efficiency with a biodegradable technology. Let's welcome to the show, Daryl Sprout. Hello, Daryl. Welcome to the Heart of Influence, and your fun fact, please.
My ambitions are nothing too grandiose. I'm just trying to save the world.
Just trying to save the world. Daryl is just trying to save the world. Not a big feat. So, Daryl, what is one way that you have the most fun saving the world?
Oh gosh, I've got 4 of them. I've got 4 lines in the water, but the one you're referred to first is I am the world's only stand-up comic snake handling magician.
Whoa. Snake handling magician is in the house. Does that mean you have like a snake nearby?
I've got several.
I don't have many fears in life or many things that I don't like, and snakes are one of them. Like I always, if I see them, like I'll try to handle them, just like get over the fear, but they just like, so I admire anyone that like lets them hang all over, like dripping in diamonds, like running with snakes. I admire it, Daryl. Maybe we'll get to meet them at the end of the show, but are you ready to have some fun today?
Absolutely.
All right. Let's bring back Athena before we introduce our co-producer. And Athena, if you would please acknowledge our 8 guests that are here today and send them off into the show.
Ooh, okay. All right. Let me look at what we've got here. Kim, 29 years with every age of human chaos from kindergarten to 12th grade. which means you've been reading the room longer than most people have been alive. And now you're guiding midlife women back into their bodies. You've been teaching people how to grow up, and now you're teaching them how to come home. Andrew, you shaved your head 25 years ago because you saw the future coming and decided to get there first. That's not vanity, that's strategic time travel. You've been winning the long game.
Oh, sorry, Athena. We
Still
were
playing
laughing.
checkers.
Please continue.
Lisa, you became an adult at
Sorry, Athena. We were laughing. Please continue.
Okay. Lisa, you became an adult at 17. Graduated high school, business school, got married, had a baby, all at once. Most people spend their whole lives trying to figure out who they are. You skipped the confusion and went straight to building. Leah, 25 years turning chronic disease around. And you're related to George Washington through Robert E. Lee and Pickett's Charge. You've got revolution in your bloodline, and you're using it to revolutionize healthcare. The family business is apparently changing history. Quasin, 13 years protecting organizational value as chief internal auditor, and your last name is Christian, but people forget your first name is Quason. You've been guarding the integrity of entire nations while quietly correcting everyone about your name. That's patience at a level most people will never reach. Barry, didn't speak until you were 5. Graduated college a year early on the dean's list, and haven't stopped since. You turned a learning impairment into a launching pad. Most people use their limitations as excuses. You used yours as fuel. Andreas, like 2.5 marriages to get citizenship. You didn't just navigate bureaucracy. You survived it with your sense of humor intact. And now you're appraising property value after learning to appraise what freedom actually costs. Daryl, the world's only stand-up comic snake-handling magician trying to save the world with 4 lines in the water. You've turned fear into entertainment, venom into healing, and emissions into efficiency. Most people are afraid of one thing. You're juggling snakes while the rest of us are still figuring out how to juggle our calendars. All right, let's roll.
You are muted, Bella.
I am unmuted. Thank you, because I was interrupting Callie with my laugh. Athena with my laugh. So thank you, Athena. And now I'm going to introduce our co-producer of the show, in which this show would not happen without her, coming all the way from Graz, Australia, retired from managing hotels all over the world, in Europe, Dubai, and US for the last 12 years, led on a path of self-discovery, identity, and purpose, finding herself aligned with helping others heal their own body, mind, and soul connection. A personal trainer, health coach, and intuitive holistic practitioner, training and actualizing people into living a healthier, wealthier lifestyle, coaches individuals all over the world, in Europe and the US, Europe, Africa, in person and virtually. Let's welcome to her show, Esme Cohen. Esme, you made this show happen. These people are here because of you, because you are a rock star. And what is your fun fact that you would like to share with them today?
Funny you ask, Bella. No, so I was born in the same village as Arnold Schwarzenegger in Austria, and just like him, I rebuilt bodies. And after living in 7 cities across 3 different continents, I learned that all muscle in the world means nothing if you personally are disconnected. So I just don't train bodies. I reconnect body, mind, soul, and help high performers get back to themselves.
I love that, Esme. So Esme, with that in mind, as you may or may not know, I got a PRP injection in my knee today, and I'm considering going skiing this weekend, to be one with nature. And, do you think I'm going a little too far with my body? I feel like I'm listening to myself, but I'm not so sure. My orthopedic is like, you can give it a try and see how it goes. But with your professionalism, what say you about me going skiing this weekend after having PRP done today?
I mean, I would say listen to your body because it could be different for every single person, and just watch and see how you feel the day before, right?
I'm taking that advice. That's better advice that I got from Sean Callaghy. So I'm gonna take it, Esme. And thank you for that. And before I introduce myself, Athena, please, how would you like to acknowledge our co-producer today, or our producer, co-producer, or maybe co-producer with Carla? But Athena, how would you like to acknowledge our producer Esme today for putting all of these extraordinary people together?
Ooh, okay. Esme, you were born in the same village as Arnold Schwarzenegger, which means you come from a place that apparently manufactures people who rebuild things on a massive scale. But here's what's wild. Arnold rebuilt bodies and became a governor. You rebuilt bodies, then realized the real work was reconnecting what got disconnected along the way. You didn't just leave 7 cities across 3 continents. You collected 7 different versions of what home actually means. And now you're helping high performers find theirs. You've been rowing a boat that had a motor the whole time, and today you just turned it on for 8 people at once.
Thank you for that. Completely agree with you, Athena. And Athena, I'm going to introduce myself, and then we're going to come back and put a couple of these fine folks into the role player seat. So be thinking about the 2 people that you would like to kick us off into the role player, and I will be right back. And I will introduce myself, your co-host, or your host for today, Bella Verita. I've actually co-hosted more than 1,900 episodes with more than 8,000 guests of this very show for the last 5.5 years. Prior to that, I actually got started in my sales journey at 8 years old when I was selling crafts on my parents' front lawn. They would take me to Michael's, buy me my supplies. I would make crafts. I would sell them on the front lawn, and I got to keep all the profit. Not quite how business works today, but as an 8-year-old, I was rolling in the dough. But quickly learned that's not quite how business works. At 18 years old, I barely graduated high school with a 1.7 GPA due to a severe dyslexia. So someone introduced me into a network marketing company, and I thought, hey, I can make money doing that. And actually became a 7-figure earner in the network marketing space by the time I was 19 years old. When that company shut down, I went into commercial real estate, where I was the #1 business broker, the first woman ever and the youngest woman ever to do so in the state of Nevada, kept that record for 3 years, went into sales leadership and training, where I trained and did leadership training at most every hotel casino in Las Vegas, shifted into sales training. 2019, every company that I worked with doubled their sales. And today I am an avid surfer, skier, scuba diver, cancer survivor, and a pastor of magic. That is myself, Bella Verita. Thank you. And I am not related to George Washington, nor have I met Arnold Schwarzenegger or grew up in his town, or was having children by the time I was 17 years old. I was barely graduating high school. However, my fun fact is that I did take all of those challenges and I did channel them into business development, and I am a 3-time published author, about to publish my 4th book. So that is my fun fact for today. Thank you. And now we are going to bring back Athena. And Athena, as you know, this is the time in the show where you get to choose a couple of our participants to jump into the hot seat, because this show is all about a shared experience. Like, Esme could have invited you for a cup of coffee, but it would have really been a long drive from like New York to Pennsylvania to New Jersey to Texas. Like, that's kind of a long drive. So she invited you here instead to save you hours of time and what could possibly be a boring coffee, because all business is built on a shared experience. You will always remember being on this shared experience, but we cannot, even though we come to a shared experience, you cannot build, grow, and scale without causing yes. So that's what we're doing here today because Plato said, play a game with me for an hour and we will learn more about each other than if we spoke for a year. Now, I know all of you want to spend the next year on the phone, but we're going to condense it into an hour game here today on the superpower of causing yes. So what's going to happen is Athena is going to choose 2 people that she believes could do more together. And she's going to set up a role play where, and tell you why you should do something together, where one person is going to seek yes from the other person and what yes that they are seeking. So Athena, who are you putting into the hot seat for the first role play today? What 2 people is it going to be, and who is the one person that is causing the yes with the other person, and what yes are they causing? Please, Athena.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm looking at this lineup, and here's what I'm seeing. I want Leah and Barry in the hot seat together. Here's why. Leah, you've spent 25 years turning chronic disease around through patient empowerment and measurable outcomes. You're bridging compassion with data. Barry, you spent 30 years transforming operations across 3 major food manufacturing companies, driving operational excellence and product innovation at enterprise scale. So here's the scenario. Barry, you're going to play yourself. Operations consultant who just realized that the Fortune 500 beverage company you're working with has a massive hidden cost problem. Their employees are dealing with chronic health issues that are killing productivity, driving up insurance costs, and creating turnover. You've optimized everything you can on the production floor, but the real leak is human health. Leah, Barry's going to go from hello to yes with you to get a meeting about how Preventable Healing Movement could partner with his client to transform their workforce health outcomes, lower costs, and create measurable ROI through prevention instead of just managing disease after it happens. Barry, you're going from hello to yes to get Leah to agree to a meeting where you explore how her 25 years of turning chronic disease around could save your client millions while actually changing lives. You've got 2.5 minutes to cause that yes. All right, Barry, whenever you're ready, take it away.
Thank you, Athena. So Barry, Leah, are you guys up for this role play?
Of course.
Of course, he says. So Barry, you'll have 3 minutes to go from hello to yes. This isn't like Wolf of Wall Street meets Boiler Room. It just could be that simple yes for a longer meeting. At that 2.5 minute mark, I will pop back up on screen. If it hits that 3 minute, like I'll say something like, Barry, you got a phone call coming so that you wrap it up. But Barry, you'll kick us off by going ring, ring. Leah will answer the phone and you'll take us from there.
All right. Ring, ring.
Hello.
Hey, Aaliyah. I'm sorry. This is Barry from XYZ Beverage Company. I heard that you are an expert on fixing problems when it comes to healthcare in workplaces, and you were recommended by a couple other people that I know. Can you tell me a little bit about what you can do for me?
Hey, Barry. Very nice to meet you. Yeah, you're right. So I've been working in this space for a long time now. And what I've noticed is that there are a lot of other companies out there who may tell you that they're going to be able to fix your problem, right? So you've got a lot of workers that have chronic disease and it's keeping them from being as productive as possible. Maybe they have to go into the hospital. So the solution that I have for you is through pharmacist-led disease management. And so I'm going to be able to hook up your workers with a pharmacist so that they're always going to have someone to talk to. If they have something that they need in terms of medication, their heart failure is doing something, they're always going to have someone to talk to. We're going to make sure that they're taking their medicine. And, it's almost like bringing back the old school pharmacy, where we used to go get your medicine. You'd always have someone to talk to.
So you work directly with HR, with human resource?
Yeah, we absolutely can work right with HR, find out what your pain points are. The thing about it is, identifying the strategy and the path of least resistance. So where is the biggest pain point in your company? Do you happen to know that?
Well, my sanitation people constantly are out because of illness, and just wondering if there's anything you could do for me when it comes to sanitation, like Like I always tell them if they don't feel well, or I need to know. I don't want them spreading the illness to other people. Also, I always train them to work smart and work health wise, lift with their knees, do everything positive. But you're dealing with people. People don't listen. So we try to work with the supervisors for the sanitation department to follow through, but that doesn't always happen. What can you do for me?
So it sounds to me like what you need to do is decrease the ER utilization of your workers. So you need to be able to, keep costs down in terms of the health that you're spending out on their health insurance, and then the time away from work. So it sounds to me like you really need someone who can come in there and really understand your population there that's working with you, understand where the risks are coming from, and then strategize about decreasing those risks. And I have a lot of experience doing that, actually. So it's customizable, the work that I do. So whatever it is that you need in terms of keeping your factory workers healthy, I can come in and provide that. And I can also keep them from having to go to the doctor or the emergency room and keep those healthcare costs down.
And okay, so you would come in and like consult on their on how they come in, how they dress,
That's where this is where I would start
Ring,
with you.
ring.
I'll start.
Barry, this is another human that's not listening to you. You have about 10 seconds if you want to wrap it up.
So I would start with a consultation, and let me show you what I can do.
Okay. All right, let's have you come in and see what you could do for me. I'd like to see what you could do for me, and also pricing.
Absolutely. Let's set something up this week.
Awesome.
There you go. Great job, Barry. Fantastic job kicking us off, jumping into that role player seat. We'll get to the feedbackers in just a moment. But now Athena's going to choose two other participants to jump into the hot seat. So Athena, who is going to be our second role play for today?
Oh, okay. All right. I'm looking at who we haven't seen yet. I want Kim and Quaison in the hot seat together. Here's what I'm seeing. Kim, you've spent 29 years as a special education teacher serving kindergarten through 12th grade, championing transformative growth for families across every stage. You're a board-certified integrative neurosomatic practitioner, founder of Breath of Sunshine, guiding midlife women toward embodied healing and strength. And you're also a real estate professional devoted to integrous service, helping families find grounding and discover their true home. Quaison,
Athena,
you're
hold
Chief
on one
Internal
second.
Auditor for the Revenue Authority, transforming audit.
Oh, sorry, Athena. I just wanted to make sure Quaison was with us because I didn't see that he was with us. So pardon my interruption. He is back. So please continue, Athena.
No problem. So Quaison, you're Chief Internal Auditor for the Revenue Authority, transforming audit excellence across 13 years of dedicated service to the nation. You build professionally respected internal audit functions that protect organizational value and elevate standards throughout Guyana's business landscape. Here's the scenario. Kim, you're going to play yourself. You just helped a midlife woman through a breakthrough with Breath of Sunshine, and she mentioned her husband works in government finance in a Caribbean nation and has been stressed beyond belief. She said, you should talk to him. He needs what you do, but I don't think he even knows it yet. Quaison, Kim's going to go from hello to yes with you to get a meeting about how integrative neurosomatic work could help you manage the stress of protecting an entire nation's financial integrity while also helping you show up as the leader your team actually needs. Kim, you're going from hello to yes to get Quaison to agree to a meeting where you explore how 29 years of helping people navigate transformation could help him navigate the invisible weight he's carrying. You've got 3 minutes to cause that yes. All right, Kim, whenever you're ready, ring ring.
Kim, Quaison, are you up for this role play that Athena has set forth? Quason, if you will just unmute for us, please, because the role play, we will hear you much better in the role play if you're unmuted.
Yes, sorry.
Beautiful. All right, Kim, take us in with the ring ring.
So
go ahead, Kim.
Waiting for Kim to begin the role play with Ring Ring.
Sure thing.
Oh.
All right.
Kim, we cannot hear you. Are you having challenges with your audio?
No, can you hear me?
We heard that, but we're not hearing anything else.
I'm mute.
Yeah. Your audio is super cutting in and out.
Okay. Ring.
Yeah.
Ring.
hello,
No?
is this Kim?
This is. Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear. I was just having some problems earlier, but I'm happy that I'm hearing you loud and clear now. My understanding, I'm so happy to meet with you. My understanding is that you do help people like me who's managing so much in terms of stress, and that you have 29 years of experience in this field. Is that correct?
You nailed it. Absolutely. It
I'm
is such a
I'm so
pleasure.
happy to be talking with you. So what is it that you can do for me as an internal auditor who's been practicing in this field, dealing with so much stress from various aspects of an organization and with different sets of people who comes from different background and different culture and all of these things at different level in the organization? How can you assist me with that?
Wow. Well, what an incredible level of responsibility that you have. And just from meeting you so briefly right now, I feel a comfort with you. And I'm sure that you share that with everyone that you come into contact with, that they will just feel that they are in very capable hands. And I know doesn't everyone just want that?
Absolutely.
Right, to feel that. Yeah. And so, and I'm sensing that you're somebody that raises the bar, that you're not going to cut corners, and you are going to do whatever it takes, right? So you probably carry that pretty close to your heart. Does that?
You nailed it.
Am I
You
close?
nailed it.
Okay.
You are absolutely 100% correct.
I can understand that for sure. Yeah, it's our job has so many more layers to it than just a transaction, right? When we are meeting with people, and it's difficult to be able to separate ourselves from that sometimes and recognize how that can carry over into our life. Does that show up for you at all?
It does.
It does. And tell me some things that you enjoy doing when you are not doing work. Is there something that you find just complete joy with?
Oh, I absolutely love research and development, personal, and that's more in the personal space. Introducing myself to myself, because there are so many things that I still don't know about me. And sometimes those things I do confront them when I'm in the work environment. I'm dealing with people. And sometimes, anxiety, I become a little bit frustrated. And sometimes those frustrations is not about the person on the other side, it's more about me. So when I get back to my quiet space, I really do enjoy moments like sitting with me to get to know
Yes.
more of me.
I love that. And working with me, that's something that we spend a great deal of time just taking a look. You already have a level of awareness. And there are some people, when I've said, have you ever heard that little voice in your head? And they say, what little voice? And I ask them, what did you hear when I asked you that question? And they're like, oh, a little voice in my head.
Mhm.
And so it can be just so funny. So I would love to invite you for us to get on a call together when it's convenient for you, and we can do some more exploring about some of those pieces of you that you are noticing and how to help you when you're in, not only in your own private space, but then when you're working too.
Sounds interesting. It sounds good.
It's just like this, a casual coffee talk.
Is there any fees attached to this? And if there's a fee, how much is that fee?
Okay, that's always a great question.
Ring,
And I
ring.
love to
Yeah,
say
your coffee order is here.
Ring,
Your
ring.
coffee order is here. You want to wrap it up in 10 seconds?
Thank you. Okay. So yes, there is an investment in you, and that will be at depending on the structure that we want to take a look at. There's all kinds of, we can do more of like a one and done, or we could have monthly, 4 times a month. So we can make it fit into what works best for you, your own personal finances, as well as, you know, your comfort level. How does that sound?
Excellent. Thank you. It sounds like something that I can work with. So yes.
That sounds
Beautiful
wonderful.
job, Quason. Beautiful job, Kim. We're going to get to the feedbackers in just a moment.
Yes.
And Athena, I'm going to come to you to set up a role play for me, but let's go to the feedbackers. Otherwise, judges in this particular show. And so judges, that's going to be Andrew, Lisa, Andres, and Daryl. You'll have 30 seconds to give feedback to either Barry or Kim. I'll tell you which one you're going to give feedback to. You give 30 seconds of feedback, something that they did great, something that they could do to improve. So let's start with Andrew. Andrew, how about your 30 seconds of feedback for Barry, please?
Barry, I thought Barry was very polite, which is always nice for an initial meeting. Doesn't turn anybody off typically. And but he did get to the point. There was some feeling out, some nicey stuff, which, you know, is always part of the initial meeting. Then he got to the point and basically said, "What can you do for me? How can you help me?" And I know, and knowing that he had time constraints, I think that was very smart, because, you know, you can go round and round, feeling each other out and never get to the meat and potatoes.
Thank you for that, Andrew. Fantastic job. Esme, make sure you're checking your chat. And let's go, Lisa. Lisa, how about your 30 seconds of feedback for Kim, please?
Kim, I think you did an awesome job, especially when you go into a situation and have technical difficulties. You recovered very, very nicely. But you not only focused so much on what you could do for Quason, but you really dug in to find out what Quason needed. And I think that's always important. It's one thing to provide, to sell what we have versus find out if we have a solution for what somebody needs. So I respect that. I liked the questions that you asked. I like the way it was a two-way conversation, and you did not do all the talking. You let Quason have his time too.
Oh, beautiful.
Good job.
Feedback. Beautiful feedback, Lisa. Let's go, Daryl. And then Andres, I'm coming to you next. If you can let us know that you're here, but coming on camera and unmuting, please. But let's go, Daryl. Daryl, how about your 30 seconds of feedback for Barry, please?
Well, first of all, I have to say that this truly is an impressive group you've assembled. This has been a lot of fun to listen to. I was very impressed with how both of you, and I'm talking, I guess, first, the level of listening as opposed to speaking, that's more than half the battle. It always was. And when you're focusing on what they're saying, and I heard some of this, giving them back a little bit of what they said when you respond, that's effective. It always was. Well done.
Beautiful feedback, Daryl. And since Andre is like, you know, gone to the bathroom or something, disappeared, like imagine having coffee and like just disappeared. So let's go, Esme. Esme, how about your 30 seconds of feedback for Kim?
Kim and Quason, I mean, that was simply phenomenal because it came through so naturally, and I love how Kim was able to provide a safe space and truly made Quason feel seen, heard, and understood. And I loved how she did that, and basically her energy was incredible. So I loved all of it. Great job, Kim. Absolutely phenomenal.
Beautiful job, Kim. I'm going to bring Athena back, and sometimes she has a little bit of trouble towards the end of the show being present. So let's check and see. Athena, are you here with us?
I'm here, ready to set up your role play. Bella?
How did you know I was going to do that, Athena? Yes. So this is the time in the show. Kim and Barry, you got put on the hot seat. So now Athena is going to put me in the hot seat in a scenario that I don't know either with somebody here. So Athena, what is the role that I am playing today?
Ooh, okay, Bella. All right, here's what I'm seeing. I want you to play as Lisa, Culture Development Manager, helping manufacturers keep their people and build workplaces where teams actually want to stay. Founder and CEO of Leg Enterprise for 16 years, shifting mindsets and building unshakable confidence in manufacturing leaders. And you're going from hello to yes with Daryl. Here's the scenario. Daryl, you're playing yourself. Founder of Snake Encounters with 33 years captivating audiences. But you're also the state representative for Power by Green Fuel, slashing emissions by 75 to 95% while boosting fuel efficiency with biodegradable technology. Bella, you're playing Lisa, who just read an article about how manufacturing plants are struggling with both retention and sustainability mandates. You realize that Daryl's green fuel technology could solve the emissions problem while also giving your manufacturing clients a story their teams would actually be proud to tell. We're the company that cut emissions by 90%. That's the kind of thing that makes people want to stay. So Bella as Lisa, you're going from hello to yes with Daryl to get a meeting where you explore how his green fuel tech could become part of your culture development offering, helping manufacturers solve retention by giving their people something to believe in. You've got 3 minutes. Daryl's a snake-handling magician trying to save the world. So good luck keeping him from going into 10 different directions at once. Ring, ring, Bella. Take it away.
Oh, Athena, you are awesome. So Lisa, will you permit me to play you? And Daryl, are you up for this role play?
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Absolutely.
Beautiful. Ring, ring.
Hello.
Hello. Is this Daryl, the snake handling magician?
That would be me.
That would be you. Daryl, I think I don't think I know. I just read an article about you. And not only are you a snake handling magician, but I also read that you slash emissions by 75 to 95% while boosting fuel efficiency with biodegradable technology. Is that true?
Absolutely true. And when you think about it, I mean, snakes and all kinds of low to the ground wildlife, they're having to breathe our exhaust because they can never be behind an air filter. They're at ground level. And so it's not just helping people using fossil fuels, but it's helping the wildlife as well.
Wow. Well, I can definitely hear the importance of this mission on your heart. And Daryl, if I could, I run the cultural development for manufacturing facilities. And if you have maybe 3 to 4 minutes, I'd like to explore to see how we might be able to work together, how you might be able to come in and support us with our fuel efficiency and biodegradable and efficiency here at some of our plants. Is that a conversation you'd be willing to explore?
Absolutely. Anybody who's burning any kind of fossil fuel, we need to talk.
I hear that. And why do you say that? Why is it so important? What is it that you don't think maybe that I might not be looking at or I might not be seeing that would be important to our manufacturing plants?
Well, the thing is, anybody burning a fossil fuel in equipment or in a vehicle or any of that, it's all a matter of if you can make it less emissions while saving costs, while saving maintenance fees. It literally is the only product I've ever seen that costs more not to use. And so the fact that I'm trying to save the world is why I'm here, but it's really beneficial even if they don't care about the environment.
Thank you for that. And let me ask you this from a culture perspective. How do you think, boosting fuel efficiency, how do you think that would improve a culture overall?
There's been a lot of talk about going to all electric, and it's been a very rocky road, and fossil fuels aren't going away anytime soon. And so since we're stuck with that for quite a few decades in front of us, it's best to make it as healthy as we can. And my big ambition is to work with Maritime, because those guys burn a thing called bunker fuel, which is diesel, but it's really grimy. It's the cheapest fuel there is. And it's the pollution from it is horrible, and it lands on the top of the ocean. So it's killing the krill. You get the idea. So I want to start getting to that level of telling people. So anybody who's burning fossil fuels, that's where I need to talk.
Got it. Well, completely understood. I'm not sure. I think there could be something for us to do together. Is it okay if I take about 30 seconds, tell you a little bit about myself, and then maybe we could schedule a longer meeting and see if there's something that aligns?
I'm all ears.
Beautiful. So my name is Lisa, and I'm the Culture Development Manager, and I help manufacturers keep their people and build workplaces where cultures actually thrive and teams want to stay. And people have been coming to us with this very important issue, and coming to us with questions and what can we do to help the environment? What can we do to boost our fuel efficiency? And I think that there's something that we could do as a company to bring people together in this initiative. So what I'd like to propose is see if you might be willing to come down to one of our facilities, maybe give us a 20-minute talk on why, we might want to build this into our culture, why it would make sense, and how this would help our culture grow and thrive. How does that resonate with you or not?
I like what I'm hearing. Shoot me an email with a location and let's talk.
All right, fantastic. Well, how about I give you a call tomorrow? We'll schedule a time, and then I'll send you an email with all the details. How does that sound, Daryl?
Roger that. Thank you so much.
You're so welcome. Daryl, how did I do in that role play, really knowing nothing about fuel efficiency or about distribution, manufacturing, or any of the such? How was that for you?
That was some top-notch ad-libbing, dear. Yes.
Perfect. And thank you for that, Daryl. And Daryl, how was your time overall in the Heart of Influence?
The whole thing is, I'm glad I'm here.
Beautiful. We are so glad to have you, Daryl. Thank you so much for being here. Lisa, how did I do in that role play Athena set up for me? Having no idea about manufacturing or any of that stuff that you've been doing for your entire life. But Lisa, how did I do as you, and how was your time in the Heart of Influence?
You did awesome, and you can tie culture to anything at all, and you did a beautiful job. And what better to tie it to than making our earth healthier?
Absolutely. Yes. Absolutely. Thank you for that, Lisa. And Lisa, how was your time overall on the Heart of Influence?
It's been great. It's been a pleasure and an honor to meet all of you. Thank you for having me.
Fantastic. It's been an honor to have you. Let's go, Barry. Barry, you kicked us off into the participant seat. You said yes first. So brave of you. And Barry, how was your time overall with us on the Heart of Influence? Oh, just unmute for us, Barry.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir.
Do you want me to sing now?
How was your time overall in the Heart of Influence today, Barry?
Education is always ongoing, and every experience is education. So I enjoy it. I enjoy talking to in this situation, it was very good, educational. It was very nice. Thank you.
Beautiful. Well, thank you so much for being here and blessing us with your presence, Barry. Let's go, Kim, who also was brave enough to jump into that role player seat, overcoming the audio challenges at first, going from hello to yes with Quason. Thank you so much for being here. And how was your time overall in the Heart of Influence?
I loved it. I've always enjoyed making connection with people and definitely pushing myself outside of my comfort zone.
Yes.
So that's just such a great practice to do because it's something I always am asking others to do, my students, my parents, my clients. And I think you need to stay connected to that yourself so you understand and can have that empathy of what it feels like and to be authentic to support them. So it was great. I needed it.
Absolutely. Oh, I'm so happy. That makes us so happy, Kim. Thank you for blessing us with your presence today. And let's go, Leah, who jumped into that role player's seat with Barry to begin with. And Leah, thank you for being here. And how was your time overall on the Heart of Influence?
I really enjoyed it. It was really nice to hear about everyone's backgrounds. Bella, your experience with sales is really, really cool. I'd love to learn more from you in that way. It was really neat to have a Texan, it was like, I don't get to see that a lot, up here on the East Coast. So thanks for bringing us all together. This was really cool.
Well, thank you so much for being here. Leah, fun fact, I am from Texas. That is my home state. So I'll be back there next week. But thank you, Leah, so much for being here. And let's go, Quason, who also jumped into that role player seat so bravely with Kim. Thank you for being here today. And Quason, how was your time overall on the Heart of Influence?
Well, what must I say? Excellent. It is a really, really wonderful opportunity. I really do appreciate it. I really love the idea of connecting people from different backgrounds. Kim, you did a fantastic job. It came over naturally to me, and for some reason, Kim was able to place like a calming influence over me. So Kim, excellent job. Thank you so much for the program, bringing people from different backgrounds together. I thoroughly enjoyed it. And it's looking forward for more of it.
Beautiful. Thank you so much for that. And let's go, of course, last but not least, aging in reverse, hasn't aged in 25 years. Andrew, thank you for being here. And how was your time, sir, overall on the Heart of Influence?
Very, very great experience. I was super impressed with the different occupations, the different intelligence across the board, ability to take on a role in 3 minutes, and ultimately every person I think that did a role play sold himself or herself. So it comes down to sales, because regardless of what you're trying to do, you have to sell yourself or your female, male, and everybody across the board did a great job of doing that with limited time and had to be creative and had to work a little bit under time constraints. So just very impressed by the panel that participated in the leadership, because you did a heck of a job too.
Yes.
Well,
yes.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for that, Andrew. Appreciate that so much. And Esme, how about your final on your Heart of Influence? You brought all of these extraordinary people together today. They wouldn't be here without your leadership and seeing something in them and some reason why they should connect. So how about your final on your Heart of Influence?
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Bella. And I wanted to acknowledge you for always bringing the energy. And not only that, I'm always so in awe how you're navigating masterfully through this role plays. Role plays is definitely incredible. And Bella, I couldn't be more present to the fact that we have such amazing growth-minded, heart-centered, integrous people that are committed to mastery, and the energy and how the show is coming together today is so beautiful. So thank you all for being on here. And I don't know if you saw in the chat or not, but there is a couple of gifts for you. So definitely check that out before you go.
Well, thank you for that, Esme. I want to give a special acknowledgement and thank you to Athena. She has started co-hosting these shows with me, setting up the scenarios, and she does just an extraordinary job. So thank you, Athena, for being here. And as Esme said, there is a gift for you in the chat. These are not throwaways. There's, some books, but the greatest gift is when you have that business acceleration session, you actually get to have a session with Athena and one of our team members to help actualize what you could actually do here. Because, Athena gave some really great scenarios of how people could do more. She's really great at creating zone action and finding the missing pieces and, what could be missing. So definitely have that business acceleration session with the team. Download those gifts. There's some books in there. Absolutely incredible. They're not throwaways. Again, Esme, fantastic job. As Athena, thank you for being a fantastic host and setting up great scenarios and putting me on the hot seat and something I had no idea about. Appreciate that tremendously. And on behalf of myself and the entire Unblinded team, we like to end every show by saying this. Although Sean may be physically blind, sometimes we're all blind to the opportunities right in front of us and just learning to see. Bye-bye, everyone.